LeBron, what was your reaction to Bam Adebayo scoring 83 points and breaking Kobe's record?
I watched the whole game. I seen the whole game. I was at home watching the game. And before the game even started, when I seen, I said he was probably gonna score 70 tonight. I don't know what made me say that. And my friends was with me and they was like, okay. So when he got to like 70, I was like, well, he might as well go for 80 now. So I just knew Bam was gonna go for 83. And to see that performance was unbelievable.
It's unbelievable how you can predict these things, LeBron.
The season helps the Heat offense. Euro steps in, gives it back to Bam, and a goal. The NBA, of course, Vicky being for the Bam three. Again against Saw. Bam from the corner. Win three, Bam. Sick 'em. Yes! Free throws. Never know what's in store. Feed Toronto leading up like a dominant team. Heat history. Bidding on Saw.
Wizards in the penalty. It's really
Bam.
throw line consistently.
Here he comes again. This for Bam. At home against Charlotte. Again. And after that loss in Philly.
And again, I don't sense to score 50 points. He came
in a game in his. The subject, free throw attempts that was made in a game. Huge.
good transition off this. Oh, 10. And halfway through the fourth.
Big history.
I know. It's average. Oh, sorry.
Points. 83.
Worst 83-point game of all time.
A 2-pack of ass. That shit stinks.
Call me hater all you want, but that game was mid and disgusting. Bam, the Miami Heat Wizards, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Musty energy.
43 free throws. Referees, what were you doing? Intentional fouling.
Musty energy.
Both teams in on it, laughing, giggling. This is just the LeBron James era of basketball where the stat pattern. This is just like buying fake views. This is just like you rappers buying fake views, the K-bots, Drake bots. This is just disgusting at the highest level. No spirit of competition. The man dropping 80 on you. You over there laughing and giggling with him, probably going to the club together. That's what I'm talking about. NBA just unserious. Don't compare that to no Kobe Bryant. That was not no level of no Kobe Bryant 80+ points, bro. Disgusting, bro.
Bam Adebayo just put up 83 points in an NBA game. Yeah, you heard that right. 83 points, which officially makes it the second highest scoring game in NBA history behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points, which means he passes Kobe Bryant's 81 points. And if you literally asked anyone on planet Earth last week which player would most likely be the guy to break Kobe Bryant's scoring record, I promise you, not one of them would have said Bam. But here's where things get ridiculous. Bam didn't just score 83 points. He attempted 43 free throws. Yeah, 43. For context, Michael Jordan's career high in free throw attempts in one game is 27. Kobe Bryant, 27. So Bam basically got a game and a half worth of whistles in one night. Look, credit where it's due. Scoring 80+ points in an NBA game is insane. But when you see 36 free throws made, you start to wonder, was this an all-time performance or just the longest free throw drill in league history? Historic? Yes. But also one of the weirdest 80-point games the NBA has ever seen. Also, shout out to Coach Spo for keeping him in the game, even though they were up by 25, and allowing him to go on such a historic run.
And Johnson purposely missed the free throw.
Bam Adebayo had 83 points tonight. I'm sure you know Bam. What are your thoughts on that and such a historic night?
Yeah, I mean, first thing you think is how, because of, not because of him, but because of the way he plays, and I saw only made 6 threes, but 40 free throws or something like that. Tells the story right there. And the Washington Wizards.
Now, would that happen if you were there? Would there be a celebration?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure your post notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all always commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Again, peace and love always, man. Hope everybody is safe. Now, I know the elephant in the room, and we're going to talk about it, was Bam's 83 points last night against the Washington Wizards. And he now has the second highest NBA scoring game in NBA history with 83 points, surpassing Kobe, who had 81 over 20 years ago when he did his scoring feat on January 22nd of 2006. And yesterday was, March 10th? So today's March 11th? Yeah. Anyway, the Miami Heat won 150-129 over the Wizards, where Bam got 83 points on 43 shots. He was 20 of 43 from the field. He was 7 of 22 from three-point range, and he was 36 of 43 at the free throw line. Here's my problem with Bam's numbers. So, ladies and gentlemen, the issue with Bam's 83-point game is the fact that in the fourth quarter, in the last, in the last 5 minutes of the game, I'm like, he was really out there chucking shots. And on top of that, the Wizards were intentionally fouling him, and they were scoring quickly to stop the clock. And then him trying to get the ball, and the Heat were trying to do everything they can to give him the basketball. And like I said, 40 free throws. You needed 43 free throw attempts, and you only outscored Kobe by 2. This whole thing of, that, Kobe fans are mad because Bam passed him, and now he's not the second. He doesn't have the second highest scoring game. The thing is, it was the way it was done. I'm all for Bam getting 83 points, but let's face it. He's not really known as a scorer like that, for one. Number two, he's a good player, not a great player. And again, that's no slight to him. He's an all-star player. And my thing is, he's an all-star player in this era. And this just exposes the fact that if Bam can score 83 points in this era, then Michael Jordan can definitely average 40 points in this era easy. He could average a 40-point triple-double because, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Russell Westbrook average a 30-point triple-double right after Kevin Durant went to Golden State and was the MVP? Didn't he average a 30-point triple-double? So the fact that y'all saying that Mike can't do this, Mike can't do that, he just be another DeMar DeRozan, and yet Russell Westbrook just averaged a 30-point triple-double, that exposes you. And Russell Westbrook has averaged a triple-double in four seasons he averaged a triple-double like 4 years in a 5-year stretch, 4 times in a 5-year stretch. So you're saying that it can't be done? And to me, his Bam's 83-point game, again, congratulations on getting the 83 points. But the problem is that Kobe's 81 was more organic. I mean, you've had some dudes on YouTube going, Kobe's 81, he was just chucking shots. And I made a video on the percentages that Kobe had in his 81-point game. I told you he shot 61% from the field, 53% from three-point range, and he shot 90 from the free throw line in his 81-point game. He had 55 points in the second half. Now, Bam, credit to Bam, he had 31 points in the first quarter, and Bam hit 5 of his first 8 3-pointers. And I'm like, okay, awesome, cool. But the fact that you went 2 for 14 the rest of the way, and you got to the line 43 times, to me, it just shows a disgrace to the game of basketball, because now you're talking about, I just feel like, and then if you guys remember, also Shea had broke a record for most consecutive 20-point games. I think he tied Will Chamberlain, or he's about to break the record, I think. But anyway, you guys notice something? It's like they're trying to erase, this modern NBA is really trying to erase the older generation, like the past greats who did everything blood, sweat, and tears, to be able to pave the way for what the game is now and how the game has evolved. And I'm going to make a Michael Jordan video a bit later on, talking about his comments, even though, like I said, his comments in terms of the GOAT debate are all in segments, because with Mike Tirico, they're not really new interviews or anything like that. But anyway, I don't find it impressive because also when Kobe scored those 81, it was in the fifth slowest pace in NBA history. That was the year that he averaged 35 points. And, some guys who don't like Kobe talked about how he stat padded. But Bam was 20 of 43. So it's like Bam is he was averaging 19, just under 20 points per game this season heading into that game. I think it was around 19.8, 19.9. And that 83-point game boosted him up to 20. He got boosted to 20 points per game now with scoring those 83 points. And he's shooting just under 45% this year. And for the game last night, he shot 45% because he was 20 for 43. And at least in Wilt's 100-point game, he shot, 57% from the field. And even at the free throw line, he was 28 for 32. So I think he shot 85%. Kobe shot 90%. And 20 free throws is a lot of free throws. But compared to 43, Bam shot enough free throws for two teams, ladies and gentlemen. And I think the most free throws in a game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was, 39, 28, 29. I don't know. Whoever has that information, one of you guys can correct me. But what I'm saying is that, again, congratulations is in the record books. Like, I'm not hating on Bam for getting 83 points. The issue is that people saying, oh, man, y'all hating on greatness. Again, Bam is a good player. He's not a great player. And there's nothing great on how disingenuous both teams were trying to get that record. And it's crazy now how people are in overdrive when it comes to Kobe Bryant. And he's been dead for, 6 years? And now it's really been overdrive in terms of dudes coming out and saying things. You got Jeremy Lin with his therapy session about how Kobe was as a person. You had that Paul Shirley person many months ago talking about how Kobe was such a sociopath on the Jason Whitlock show. You've had obviously Dwight has told his stories about Kobe. Again, Kobe was not perfect, but you notice a lot of people coming out and, Kobe was never the best player, this and that. It's like it's been overkill. But yet, Balk O'Brien, he gets away with, Balk O'Brien gets away with his nonsense, So like I said, Kobe's is always going to be the more impressive. And the thing is, how many guys have scored 70 in this era? I think Bam is the 16th player to have scored 70 points in a game, at least 70 points in a game. What Kobe did was very rare. I think up to that point, I think it was David Robinson, I think Elgin Baylor, trying to figure out, obviously Wilt. And I think Jordan's career high was 69. I mean, in his 69-point game, he had 18 rebounds, 6 assists. He filled up the stat sheet, and he needed those points. You look at Kobe, they were trailing against the Toronto Raptors, and they needed every single point. And Kobe's scoring actually energized the team, and they played better defense in the second half, which is what you had the 55. And then you have Kobe 62 and 3/4, where he could have stat padded against the Mavericks, who went to the finals that year. They had, the 7th best ranked defense. But what happened? I think Kobe went to the line 25 times in that game. But again, 25, as much as that's a lot, compared to what Bam got, it's an utter total disgrace. I'm sorry. So again, congratulations to Bam. But again, I feel like the organics of some of the other scoring feats, and then also you got LeBron fans criticizing Kobe, but your boy Bam passed LeBron's Miami Heat franchise record. And there was some LeBron fanboys who were hoping Bam was not erasing that record. You see, this is how much they're in love with LeBron, but they talk about Kobe. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like I said, Bam, again, congratulations, but not being known as a scorer and getting all these free throws and how intentional it was a disgrace to the game, because it was just intentional. And Adam Silver is just showing you, if Bam can score 83 points, then Michael Jordan can average 50 in this era, like Dennis Rodman said. That's how much this era is. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching.